Already a contribution. I'm Jeff Stein with today's Iowa Politics Report. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. began his hearings before Senate committees yesterday in his effort to become the next Secretary of Health and Human Services. Now, you may not agree with all of his views, nor should you really agree with everything any person in government advocates in the spirit of keeping your own mind and counsel. But regardless of how this nomination process turns out, Mr. Kennedy's mere nomination has already done some good. How many of you have looked at the ingredients on a food package lately and were inspired to do so by things Mr. Kennedy has said about overly processed food? I'm certainly raising my hand. And as he notes, why are certain U.S.-produced items not allowed to be sold or marketed in other countries, but are just fine here at home? Now, I'm not alleging any sort of conspiracy, but let's face it. Most of us are not in good shape and are taking all manner of medications to counter that. Our eating and exercise habits are poor, and even though we know better, we don't seem to care. That's not a recipe for success, and if someone in authority is calling this out, helping us see tangibly how far off the mark we've gotten, well, how is that a bad thing? As suggested previously here with regard to vaccinations, what's wrong with asking legitimate questions? The fervor with which some want to tamp down debate on safer food and medicines makes me suspicious as to why. And you won't be surprised to learn it typically is traced back to power and money. So, Mr. Kennedy's nomination itself aside, making America healthy again is hardly a bad outcome. Even better if those in charge are not worried about getting paid, because there's a better chance they'll do the right thing. And that's the Iowa Politics Report for Thursday, January 30. On Twitter, Instagram, Getter, Threads, and Truth Social at Iowa Politics. I'm Jeff Stein on News Talk 1540 KXEL.